everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to the Illinois Comic-Con in Peoria. I'm going there mainly to meet Andy Biersack, of course. So I am getting ready and cosplaying Rhea Ripley. Act surprised. So I woke up around 6 a.m., ate breakfast, and did my makeup. Put on one of the little wig cap things. Before I put on my wig, I look bald. Anyway, my makeup took me about 30 to 45 minutes. I think it was about 45 minutes. It took me less than I thought it would. And then this is the wig that I'm wearing. I had to straighten it and put hairspray in it. Here's what it looks like on me with my makeup. Genuinely, I was shocked I actually look like her. It's scary. But I low-key love it. I ate. Like, who is this? Anyway, my friend and I left my house around 9:15 in the morning. And then this is me in the vest that I made myself, custom made it. I'm going to do separate videos on TikTok with it. So we arrived around 12:30-ish, a little later than normal. It was a 3-hour drive, so it was worth the drive, 100%. Check-in was really smooth, so that was really nice. And then here we are waiting in line to meet Andy Biersack. I originally was going to take a picture of the banner and stuff, but then there was this sweet interaction. I don't know who this is, but if this is you, please let me know and I can send you the clip.
Anybody who's ever seen us play knows I fuck up a lot, so yeah, you might be better at it than me. I don't know. You can take over for me one day. Taking a photo together? No. Okay, great. Well, it's very nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Have a great day. Appreciate it. Hello, how you been?
Good, how are you?
Excellent, good to see you.
So this is for you.
Hi, are you filming me?
Yeah.
So invasive.
She is. She's very invasive.
So good.
I don't have any Labubu's, so I bought that specifically for you.
This rules. This is what I wanted this whole time.
Nobody gave you one on the last tour.
No,
so.
well, people do, but they're not as customized. All I wanted was one that looked like me. I told Chevy to tell people this.
Well, I delivered, so.
You really did. It's lovely.
And these are also for you.
This is your art?
Yes.
Thank you for this.
You're welcome.
Wow, it's fantastic. I love that.
You really back up. We're like.
No, get closer. Closer. More closer.
I had to spend 3 hours in the car with him, so.
Four? No, I did not. You don't need to include him. He's fine. He's probably on a...
I can hear you.
Everybody's been creating Venmo accounts.
So I think I saw Rhea Ripley at the airport in Tampa.
Really?
And so I have this weird thing where,
ATM in here though?
because I don't know her at all, but I've seen her so many times just on my feed or whatever, that it processed in my mind like someone that I knew. So I was walking by and I was like, oh, that's a person I know. And then I realized I was just looking at this famous person that I don't know at all. And I was like, oh, I hope that they didn't catch that.
You're just like staring intensely.
It wasn't, no, it was just like, oh. What I remember was... And then I was like, oh, that's weird that I was doing that. But anyway, yeah. I don't know if it was her. I think
It might have been.
A lot of the wrestlers are in Florida.
Yeah.
So.
They are. It's a good spot.
That was released, I think, in conjunction with
Flute
the fact that
I've seen you post a lot
so I
about
think
fluting.
they battled that. Like,
Is it really your goal to do this again?
Why not?
All right, well, maybe
I'm patient, so,
addict,
you know.
we might be able to make it work one day.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm not against it.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
If you can text them,
Just, you have to keep posting every day about it. Yeah.
Even when I was on vacation in like northern Wisconsin, like doing that, I just scheduled them out.
Keep it going, yeah.
Yeah.
What? Just
But I like the cosplay. She's really cool. I'm a fan. I don't know her, but I'm a fan.
I did this vest myself. Just like forever, you know.
Wow.
What can I do?
Very good. Lee
Painted the
from
back and everything.
Saints of the Undead does her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Would you
yeah.
like your name?
Yeah, he's a
Yeah, I love this shit.
yeah, he's really good.
So maybe one of these days I'll get one from him. I just
Sure.
gotta-
But this is great. You fucking killed
Did my
it.
best.
Yeah, no, you killed it. Are you coming to the panel?
I am.
Okay, ask me a question.
Okay. Well,
Not right
I
now,
asked-
but at the
I know.
panel.
I asked Ruth and Nicole and like all like my friends questions
Okay.
because I was like, I don't even know what to ask because I feel like I've asked everything.
I'm gonna let you in on a secret. Nobody ever knows what to ask. All the questions are just, what's your favorite Black Veil Bride song?
I'll
So
probably just maybe it'll come up with like some like Danish question.
that would be lovely.
I got time, so I'll think of something.
Excellent. All right, well, we'll see you at 3 o'clock.
Oh, I
These
got
are
a
for
picture-
me?
I got a picture.
Oh, okay. These are for me?
Yes.
All right, thank you. You're so talented.
Thank you.
And we switch to. How do I switch to photo mode?
There should be a button somewhere.
Hi, hello, it's me again. I'm living in your head now. So this is the print that I had Andy sign for me. I gave him some copies of the other ones that I had done, just as like a gift along with that Labubu. So afterwards, I had my friend take pictures of me in my cosplay. Really wanted to get some good pictures of the vest since I had done that myself and it took fucking forever, but it was worth it. I had quite a few people take pictures with me, so if you were one of them, please tag me in the photos. I really want to see how they turned out. I had a lot of fun meeting everybody and talking with people. Also, it's fucking Skeletor! Bitch, yes! I was so excited about this.
I'm trying to be like all serious marketing, like.
For anybody who didn't wave, fuck you. I like that your shoes match your shirt. I didn't notice that before.
And the watch band too.
What?
Yeah.
I guess mine kind of do too.
That is true.
All of my clothes match all the time.
Yes, I'm sure
It's
they do.
really easy.
So guys, the way this will work, it is a Q&A, which means you guys have questions. We'll answer what we can in the short time that we have together. If you have mobility issues, if that microphone is too scary, flag me down and I'll bring a mic to you. If you want to participate, we want you guys to be able to do so. So if you have questions, feel free to get up at any time, come to this microphone, and like I said, we'll get through whatever questions we have in the short time that we have together. So while they're thinking of questions, while they're working up the courage to go to
I'm waving to the new people, not you.
Yes. Behind you, not you.
But now I'm waving to you specifically.
You've been on tour recently.
At all times in my life.
Yeah. But recently you've been playing some fun shows, I'm sure.
Yes.
We actually missed you once because you were out in the middle of nowhere, but that's all right.
Yes.
We canceled a show with us.
Yes.
Literally in the middle of
We played in a town that the internet told me I mispronounced. So I won't attempt it now, but it was in Oregon.
That's out there.
Isn't that interesting that I went to Oregon? I know you're interested.
She was hoping to hear you pronounce the name of the city you were in. That's okay.
I can't remember it, and I refuse. It was a festival called Rock the Locks.
The locks, as in
The Loch Ness Monster shows
Like
up,
lock
and then
locks.
yeah, and
Okay,
you have to
okay.
you have sex with the Loch Ness Monster, and you rock him,
as one does. Yes, of course.
and that's the festival, you know.
It's 3 days. The monster's tired at the end of it. It's cool.
It's shocking, isn't it? People think my job is very different than it is.
So let me ask you this question: where it's it's going to be winter soon.
Yeah.
The seasons are changing, and while you're certainly much younger than I am, I feel it in my bones, in my body, and I have not had I've not abused my body in the way that you have on stage physically.
Yeah.
What hurts on you when the weather changes?
Someone asked to pick me up earlier, actually, and I said no. And the reason that I said no is because I don't have an 11th rib on this side, so I cracked 9, 10, 11 I cracked so badly that it was just like pieces of bone. And I had to pass those pieces of bone with enemas that were administered by my mom. So that hurts. I have a lot of scar tissue in my back.
Okay.
I jumped off a stage and didn't land effectively. Or very effectively,
Really well, it
yeah.
sounds like.
If the goal was to hurt myself.
Is that the worst injury you've had on stage?
That year was a tough stretch. 2011, I fractured my skull here, I fractured my kneecap, I broke my coccyx, which is your tailbone, and I broke 3 ribs all in the same calendar year. And then we canceled shows, and people were mad about it, so people get mad about canceling shows. I don't know if you've ever seen any of that on the internet. If you ever have a show, don't fucking cancel it for any reason. I'm talking to you specifically.
We could Dave Grohl you out in a wheelchair or something.
Yeah, I'd love to be Dave Grohl as a verb, whatever that means.
Yes, of course. So let's talk a little bit about your career. What was it that pushed you into the arts in general? Because it's not, I mean, yes, we know you for your music, but I mean, you've done Batman, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Just tell us a little bit about what it is about the arts that drew you so early on and kind of take us down the path. Take us through your career.
I can't really think of anything in my life that wasn't centered around being an annoying shit who wanted to perform. I mean, really, from the time I was little, and it's a common story with people, but you know, when my parents weren't particularly social people, and it was kind of just the three of us, but if and when there was like a family get together or anybody was over, I saw it not as an opportunity, but as like a necessity of the event to perform Phantom of the Opera in its entirety for everyone that was there. And if anyone spoke or lost their attention at any point, I would get very mad and throw a temper tantrum.
And now I gotta start over. We're 3 hours in.
Yeah, and then, I don't know, it was just everything when I was a kid. My cousin Joe, who I have done the podcast with for years, it's the closest thing I have to a sibling, and he and I made movies when we were little, and, you know, costumes and whatever else. It's been, my life's goal is to have the opportunity to entertain people. And I've been very fortunate that I've had the opportunity from the time I was a literal teenager to get to do that on a professional level.
Any questions from y'all? Because I will absolutely monopolize this time, and I have to mentally set notes in my head. I'm like, okay, shut up and go to the floor. Let's go to you.
You would never do that.
I do constantly. Hello, what is your name?
Hi, I'm Allie.
Hi, Allie.
Where did you get your inspiration for the artwork for the music video for Hallelujah?
It went through a couple different iterations. So are you talking about the animated video?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is Gustav Dor's illustrations for Paradise Lost, animated. So Dore, or Dora, the pronunciation always varies. He's been dead for hundreds of years, so. But that artwork has always been a big part of my life. People may notice that I often wear pins with some of his pieces on it. So it's just an opportunity to be able to use something from an artist that's always been a big inspiration to me.
And then did you also, like besides music, what other kind of hobbies do you like to do? Like sports or games or anything?
He left, and that's all I can think about now. That's not on, so I don't.
The thing is, it is on. It just cuts it. That's why we're hardwired.
So I couldn't. You have to understand. If anything else happens, I lose focus instantly. I can't hear or see anything in my peripheral. I got to be laser focused.
That's okay.
So what did you say? I didn't listen to any of it.
That's okay. What besides music, what kind of hobbies do you like to do? Like do you play sports or do you play like any kind of sports or games or just whatever?
I like to come up with names for my cats and touch them and just rub on them.
Toby.
Yeah, just carry them around, tell them how much I love them. One of them is very receptive to it, the other one isn't. But I don't care, I force it on her. Don't take that part out, by the way, if you're videoing. Just that sentence. It's a cat, I'm talking about loving on my cat. Okay. Thank you.
I swear I'll be right back.
Hey, Rocco's here. Hello, Rocco.
Alrighty, we had a question back here in the back. What is your name, dear?
Andy.
Hi, Andy. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. I was just curious, what is your favorite thing about being a musician and performing in general? Like, you know?
Well, I mean, I would say that the thing that I enjoy the most of the process is the creation of the stuff. I like making records. I like planning and scheming and coming up with the narratives and the ideas. I really love the performance aspect of it, but if in the hierarchy of things I enjoy, I love to write. I love to build out something that started in here and then becomes a real thing. So the record making process is probably the thing I enjoy the most.
Good question. Thanks, Andy. Let me bring your mic back. Hi. So we have a debate going on. Who has the better skin between Andy and
I don't know why you set yourself up like that, man.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a really weird question to ask, but
He's mad that I didn't tell him he had nice skin.
oh, okay, that's fair. So forgive me in the audience.
You are forgiven for not acknowledging my skin. Yes.
I actually have never listened to any of your music.
That's okay.
I'm here because my sister is in love with you.
Okay.
Where's your sister? Okay. Hi, sister. Are you trying to record this, sister? Well, here, bring me your phone.
Say the part about not knowing about who I am, or say the part about you liking me. Can I be honest with you? I guarantee you it will not play into this at all, whether you know me or not. You could have just delivered the question.
Oh, I mean,
This is a question for my sister who loves you.
Actually, the question
Thank you for letting me know.
The question is
I don't
actually
give a
for
fuck
my
about
knowledge
it.
because
So
after
she doesn't know any of your work and does not think I have glorious skin.
So after
you're
this-
0 for 2 so
All right,
far.
we're done fucking with you. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Well, this actually segues into my question. I know that you do music and you do voiceovers and all that. Would you ever think about doing comedy? Because you're fucking hilarious.
Thank you. When I did my solo projects, it was mostly stand-up and like 2 songs. I played like maybe 3 to 4 songs and the rest was just bits.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. But I don't know. I do a podcast every week with my cousin where I try to be funny.
I would pay to go see you do stand-up.
Well, okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna go home and listen to your music now, but
Thank you. That's not funny. And that's a real shame, you know. It's very self-serious. It's a whole other side.
I
Yeah.
understand. But I would definitely pay to see you do comedy.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
I mean, I could listen to you talk about cats for like a whole session.
And you can subscribe to the Andy Show podcast and listen to me every week to talk about my things.
You got a new fan.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I think there's a couple comedians we can kick out this weekend that are here. We have Brad Williams is tonight.
You want to kick him out?
And then we've got Bert Kreischer is in the arena tomorrow. So I think either one of them.
Yeah, the Bert Kreischer fans are going to be stoked that I'm going to come and do my set.
You got to take your shirt off as well. Yeah.
Sure.
Hello. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Taylor.
Hi, Taylor. I've seen you so many times today.
I just want to know what's your favorite song you've ever written?
Okay. I never have an answer to this question. And mostly because it's cliche sounding, but it's true. The creation of these things is not dissimilar to like a child or something, right? It's this thing that exists, the lyrics for them exist only because I thought of them and then created them and then the song exists. So it's very hard for me to differentiate when did I do the best at this? Like it's very self-aggrandizing in a way that's almost uncomfortable. So I would say that there are times when I feel like the thing I thought, plus the way that it came together with the band, and all of the things that they did towards making that song happen and the way I sang it, like if I can put it all together, there are moments in our catalog that I feel excel. Several of which are on the record that we just finished, in terms of the way that I feel about them. And then one is kind of a classic song for us, If You Lost It All, I think is an example of that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What is your favorite song?
Probably Savior.
Excellent.
Thank you.
This little sidebar, this mic smells terrible. And I don't know if it's because of me or if it existed as terrible before I got to it.
No, it didn't smell. No, it must not be the mic.
It might be your nose, friend. Right? Very awesome. All right.
Hi, what's your name?
Hello.
Cassidy.
Hi, Cassidy.
Love your cosplay.
Thank you. So I came up with an unhinged question.
Good.
I had enough time.
I don't know if we can do that here. This is pretty serious up here.
I'm pretty hyped about that.
So would you rather, every time you go to the bathroom, it has to be a fire anthill, or every
Is that
time
a description
you shower,
or literal?
literally.
Like it's the burning shit, or it's?
No, it's a fire. You know what a fire ant is?
Yes.
Okay, it's their.
I shit out
so
ants.
every time you go to the bathroom, your toilet is just made of the fire.
They go
anthill.
up into my ass.
Okay.
They're not coming out, they're going in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the or on this one?
Well, it's a would you rather. So
Right,
it's
right.
two options.
Okay, yeah. The other would be.
Or every time you shower, instead of water, it's sriracha. So either way, you're burning.
Yeah, I guess you couldn't really do the sriracha shower. Because here's the thing, the sriracha shower becomes a problem for everybody. you're a guy who walks around all the time stinking like sriracha and caked in it. I couldn't do my job, that's for sure. In my eyes, in my mouth. I can live a life of secret sadness that my ass is full of red ants. Like I could be sitting here right now with a dozen or so red ants in my asshole. And if I had trained myself to deal with it, then I could get through it.
I imagine you would just get used to the pain.
Exactly. So you'll never get, as my grandma used to always say, you'll never get used to sriracha in your eyes, but you can get used to ants in your ass.
And my last question is, what is your favorite dinosaur?
They're all birds, right? They're birds. Because look at a T-Rex, like the way that they think a T-Rex is. I was watching the person in front of me watch Jurassic Park on the plane yesterday, and because I don't watch my own movies, I just watch whatever somebody else is doing. And it occurred to me that there's no way that that's accurate. The T-Rex with the tiny arms, there's no chance that that's right. And I can't believe that we've all accepted that that's the way that it looked.
Yeah, most of the dinosaurs in that movie are not accurate, so.
Yeah, and I don't think Scarlett Johansson was there when all that happened either. I suspect.
But what's your favorite dinosaur?
Fucking this hammer dognosaurus. I don't know dinosaurs. It wasn't really my thing. What's your favorite dinosaur?
I don't have one.
Well then why the fuck?
My friend Carter wanted to know, so.
Carter? Where's Carter?
He's the one that likes dinosaurs.
She asked for like question
Carter, what's your
ideas.
favorite dinosaur?
Acrocanthosaurus.
A what? Anthropomorphic? Alright. That one. That's my favorite one.
There.
I hope it's not like a bad one or something. You're like, that's the most racist dinosaur. And I just agreed.
No, it's the most homophobic.
Oh.
So it's even worse.
What?
Now I'm upset about all dinosaurs. I disavow all dinosaurs.
You know what? Birds in general. Let's just go with the whole.
You know what? Fuck birds. All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, follow that. What is your name? My name's Cole.
Hi, Cole. How you doing?
This goes back to like 2008. Okay. My name's this question for you and your boys. Would you guys ever re-release the Gunsling as an official record?
No, because I'm not a primary writer on that song. So that song was written when I was like 15, and at the time I was writing and working with some older kids in Kentucky where I grew up. And I think at some point, I can't remember, it's a little hazy, but they all tried to sue me at some point for something or other. But I think the guy who was the primary writer on that song was like, well, I'll sell it to you for $1 million or whatever. So he can get fucked forever, and no, that song won't come out.
Hello, what is your name?
Hey, my name's Jake.
Hi, Jake.
So I'm thinking me and you, right?
Fight.
Playing some Mortal Kombat.
All right.
Who are you picking to whoop me?
It's pretty easy. What's his name? No, I can't think of it. Sub-Zero. And I only do one move. It's the ice sword over and 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 over. It's indefensible.
Right.
I win every time. Everyone hates me. And we used to have Mortal Kombat on the bus, and everyone stopped playing because I just did that over and over and over.
Everybody
and over
rage
and over.
quit, man.
Yeah, you can't beat me, and I will not do another move because why would I? I win every game.
Okay.
There you go.
Hello, what is your name?
Hi, I'm Thina.
Hi, Thina.
So I kind of have like two questions. The first one.
Hi, Thina. I'm sorry, I got distracted. They started talking over there, and then I couldn't listen to you, so I had to come back around to you saying your name.
Hey, I'm still Thina.
Hi.
Okay, hey. Two questions. So the first one, not as a band, but you officially, just you.
Yeah.
When
we
was-
disavow all dinosaurs. I've already gone over that.
No, dinosaurs don't exist anymore. You decided it.
Yeah.
When was your officially like OMG, aha, I've made it moment?
Or have you had it yet?
There's little dreams that you, like little mile markers, especially when you're a kid, that you have, and I think that when some of those started happening, that was an indicator. You know, I was a kid that grew up going to Warped Tour, right? So I went every summer. It was my favorite day of the year, and it was a dream. Oh, I'd love to be on this tour. So then when that happened, that was a big deal. Main stage of that, or you know, whatever it is, just these little sort of mile markers. Last year we headlined Wembley Arena in London. So that sort of stuff, to me, it's you sort of check them off as dreams, right? And so I don't know that, at least for me, because I'm not somebody who's particularly complacent, I don't know that there's ever been a moment where I'm like, it fucking happened, but I certainly have like, oh, that's a dream that has now come true. So stuff like that.
Okay. And then part 2, I would really like it if this is an embarrassing story. That would be even better, but it's okay if it's not. Have you ever had a, oh my God, celebrity moment where you got to meet a celebrity and it was like, wowzers?
Yeah, anybody who's ever read my book knows that I went through a week-long journey of embarrassing myself with the lead singer of my favorite band, Alkaline Trio, the Matt Skiba. I'll give you an abridged version. We're having a meeting with a producer at a restaurant, and I see that this guy who I've never met before, but is my all-time favorite singer-songwriter, my favorite band, is sitting at the table across from us. And so I'm distracted, of course, the entire time, and I go to my car, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna say something. I knew in my mind that we were gonna play a festival with them in Australia a week from that point. And what I forgot is to establish that I was in a band or anything. So I went to my car, and he watched me do this, and then I doubled back, and I came back, and I said, hey, I'll see you in Australia. And then I turned back around and went to my car, which is ominous. So I go, well, it's okay. I'll see him when we get to Australia and we'll laugh about this, right? So I go, it's one of the first nights, and it's this touring festival that doesn't exist anymore down there. It's called Soundwave, and all the bands would travel together in groups, and then there'd be like parties at the local bars in the different cities, and a lot of times all the bands would gather together. So at some point, our sound guy says, hey, I'm standing here with that guy from that band you like. You should come down here and say hello. And I go, I don't really want to do that. I'm, you know, not particularly social. It's a weird circumstance, a loud bar. It's not how I want to meet my hero, you know. But I go. And so I'm at the bar with a friend of mine, and we try to go out to smoke a cigarette, and it's a very narrow space. And on our way out, it's so narrow that you kind of have to do this with your hands and like walk like this. It's a lot of excuse me's. And there's a line of chairs at the bar here. And I turn this way and go like, excuse me, and at that exact moment, someone that he knew jokingly smacks his ass, and I'm standing there like this. And I go, no, 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 and then I ran out of the bar. So I go, well, we're gonna be able to smooth this over at some point. So then, later that same night, somebody else that works for me starts to talk to him and says, hey, he wants to meet you, like he's a fan of you guys, he's been talking about you, and he just didn't, you know, we didn't know that you were here, whatever. So I go back in, and we laugh about it, ha, you know, isn't it funny, I said I was gonna see you in Australia, ha, ha. About 30 seconds into that conversation, the man standing directly next to him goes, hey, fuck this guy, it's about me. And then starts screaming, he's drunk, screaming at me, fuck you, you ruined my career. As it turns out, that guy who was standing next to him was the guitar tech for a band that I saw as a little kid, and once answered the question in an interview, who was the rudest band you ever met? And I said that band, and he claimed that that interview ruined their career. So he has held a grudge against me for an innumerable number of years. So now, the singer of my favorite band is like, whoa, I gotta get the fuck out of here, and leaves. So we're now 4 things deep into the awkwardness. Finally, we did get to talk, and it was all made up, but that was a stretch of odd events.
Is your whole book this awkward?
Yes.
Oh, great! I would love to read it. Thanks.
There's some inspirational parts in there. I have a picture of Dr. Doom standing by a trash can, ironically. Oh, sorry, that's not in there. That's just something I saw.
Okay, I'll pick up a copy.
Yeah.
Hello. What is
Hi.
it? I'm a little short for this.
You could jump up for every word. I'm kidding. Why don't you move it down?
Pull it.
Hey, you know they're adjustable.
Never been on.
Mine actually isn't. My mic stand is not adjustable. Do you want to know why? Because I break every mic stand that I own. So there's a guy in Atlanta that just wields pieces of steel that weigh like 70 pounds at my exact height, and we have to buy a new one every year because I still break it.
You should probably get better at that.
I step on the bass and lean as the first thing I do on stage every night, and it just breaks instantly. So.
You know you could like not do that though.
Yeah, but that's how I do my thing.
Awesome.
It's an expensive thing to do, but I do it.
Awesome. Well, I was wondering, what's the weirdest thing you've ever signed?
Not the weirdest thing I've ever signed, but the worst thing I ever signed was, this is like, I would say I was 18 years old at the time, and an older, we put her at, I'm 18, she's like 40 or whatever, so at the time older for me, right? Lady asked me to sign her house keys and the keychain.
I'm so glad that's what she asked you to sign. 'Cause I thought you were going a totally different direction with the story.
Well, asked me to sign the house keys, and then says, I'm so glad you did that, whatever, a bunch of other shit. Then says, now I'm gonna give these back to you, and then says, these are for you and my daughter to go back to our house.
Oh, no.
Because I want her to lose it with you. So just by the way, if you're ever curious,
I would rather she had you
people
sign
are
something.
fucking weird and say weird shit to us all the time. And I am tired of the idea that everybody else is normal and we're weird. People are fucking weird. So anyway, we said no. I didn't get to see the inside of the house. I didn't want to.
I don't blame you. And then last thing, I think we might be wearing the same shoes.
Are we?
I think so. Are those Converse?
They are not.
Damn, so close.
But they look the same.
They do look the same.
Mine are just unnecessarily fancy.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, come on up. What is your name?
Questions. We'll do the easy one first.
Okay.
First one, what color should I do my hair next?
How is that the easy one? I don't know you at all.
Just any color.
Do you like any color specifically?
Yeah.
Boo.
Oh, purple. That's my favorite.
You got your answer, Paris.
Purple? Okay. Awesome.
We all agree.
Thank you.
And that was the easy one.
I've always said Paris should dye their hair purple.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So my second question is, I am also creative. I am currently a student at Bradley University.
Excellent.
And I study music, entertainment, and industry as one of my minors. So what is your creative process? I'm also a writer, so I would take any advice about that too.
I mean, it's different for everybody. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's really cool. It's very hard to prescribe how someone's creative process should go. I only know my own in that way. It depends on what I'm working on. So if it's like, say, a concept record, I almost always start with a comic book framing. So it's character design, descriptions, what does this character act like, before I get into the songs part of it. If it's something like the record that we just made, which is not narrative driven, I do, because this record is based on more real life things, so I'm doing exhaustive real life research and trying to get as much information about the ideas that I'm talking about as possible. So that is like making a record. If I'm writing a book, okay, for instance, like if I'm writing a book that takes place in a time period that I'm not familiar with, then I have to do the boring, exhaustive research about the Ottoman Empire or whatever. If I'm writing something like, say it's Bleeders or whatever else, then the context is building my own world. So I would say it always comes back to me of, I want to be able to, for lack of a better term, live inside the world that I'm creating. If it's a drawing, if it's a song, if it's a comic book, if it's a book, whatever it is, I want to be able to stand there and look around and know everything. Even if that message never gets access to somebody, like if it's not something that I share, just knowing that I know my material so well that I could make anything I want out of this. I kind of view it in my head as like a 360 model. I know everywhere in this piece. And so that's kind of for me where I start.
That's so awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Paris.
Thank you.
Hello, come on up. What is your name?
My question is actually...
No name.
No name.
It's not, you don't
What
get
would
it.
it take to get you to say my name 3 times?
Well, we don't know your name, number one.
But you didn't...
I get it.
Okay, all right. No. What is your name?
My real name is Kendra.
Gundra? Kendra. Because Gundra is not a name, it's just a sound. Kendra. There we go. I like Gundra though. It's like Mervis.
My real question would be, what is the question that no one has asked you but you wish that they would? And then how would you answer it?
That's a good question, Kendra.
What is a question that no one's asked me but I wish they would? I don't know. That's so broad. Are you excited about Dr. Doom standing ominously by a trash can looking at you? Yes. Are you excited about Sad Marshmallow looking away from the panel? Yes. Mostly those two things. So, and there's your answer.
Perfect. I appreciate how relevant they are.
Yeah. Hi.
What is your name?
My name is Julia.
Hey, Julia.
Hi, Julia.
Do you have a favorite movie?
Of all movies?
Yeah.
When I was 14, I went on an ill-fated double date. Ill-fated because the person left in the middle of the movie to see V for Vendetta in theaters. I'm a huge Alan Moore fan, and I was very excited that they were going to make a movie version of it. And I know that the movie is not beloved by many of the comic book fans, but it was one of those sort of transformative experiences that teenagers can have. I left the theater thinking I knew everything about the world, and I was the smartest person of all time, and I was gonna be just the most aggressive anarchist and down with the government person. And it really informed a lot of my worldview in a way. That movie made me think more about wanting to think about like skeptical and critical thinking and all that kind of stuff. So it was a big deal for me. And I watch it every year, and it's not great, but I love it.
What is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie? I like Perfect Blue. It's like an
There's a fan back there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You had one other. I didn't know what the fuck it was.
like a psychological thriller thing.
Excellent. I don't know anything.
You should watch it. It's pretty good.
All right.
Thanks, Julie.
Thank you.
Hi, come on in. What is your name?
Madison.
Hi.
So
Good to see you again.
good to see you again. My question is kind of like more of like, if you could tell me if this is true, like it's from like a fan standpoint, but Savior 1 came out 2011, and like that to me was kind of like a, I will be your savior, I will be there for you, I will help you. And then nearly, I think over a decade later, 11 years later, you guys released Savior 2, and the way that I took it was kind of more of like, I'm trying my best to be your savior, but at the same time, like, you need to be your own savior in a way. And like, I kind of wanted to know, like, is that true? And also, like, what was the process for you guys to make Savior 2, like, years later?
Yeah, so I think that the first Savior was an attempt to try to talk about something that I didn't know how to deal with. And that was that I was a teenager who slightly younger teenagers were saying, you saved my life. And the responsibility that I felt and the lack of really understanding what to do with that information was something that I took it very seriously, but I didn't know how to deal with it. You know, it's hard to be a few years older than somebody, and then that person is like, you are the reason for my whole life. You know what I mean? Like processing, I didn't have the capabilities at that age. So I thought, well, as a musician and as an artist, I can have the capacity to make things that are substantial and helpful. So if I write from the place of, this is what I would like to be for you, then it's almost more aspirational than it is description. I wasn't anybody's savior when I was that age, and I'm a mess and full of anxiety and trying to drink so I don't feel anything, and all these things that I wasn't capable of it, but I took it seriously and I cared and I was sincere about how I felt. And I didn't like what I saw as my peers, many of whom were older than me, having the same thing said to them and not giving a fuck. Maybe they presented like they gave a fuck, but in the parking lots on Warped Tour, they didn't give a shit about you. And I took offense to that, and I wanted to say, even if I don't know how, I'm going to try to be there for the people that listen to the music. By the time it gets to Savior 2, years have gone by, and what I mean to people has changed significantly. new people find the band, and maybe I represent that thing that I did when you first found the band. People fall out of love with the band, and I represent something in their past. People change the way that they feel about me because I'm not a real person that they know. I'm part of a story that's told in your life. The way that you view me through the art is beautiful. It's how you want it to be, but it's not actually me. It's a version of me that suits the story that helps you. Just like Matt Skiba is not, I know him a little bit now, but I don't really know him. And the songs that I was listening to when I was 14 don't mean to him the same things that they meant to me. And the version that I made is the one that matters to me. It doesn't matter to him. A song that he wrote about his heroin addiction that I thought was about my heartbreak still is about my heartbreak to me. It's not about what it is to him. That's why music, once it is out, it's up to you. So I wanted to write a song that was about the importance of my understanding that I am a central figure to some people, but that it's not who I actually am that matters in that context. And sometimes people blend those things, and they think that because they know a version of me, they know me, and I can disappoint them. I can do all these, which is asinine when you consider the fact that you don't actually know me. So it would be impossible for me to do something that would actually be disappointing because it's a person that you don't know. What you're saying is, I don't like the art, I don't like the choices, I don't like the thing you said. I don't like the thing you said as a person that I don't know personally. So I wanted to try to bring attention again to the idea that the music that we make is for you. And if I am someone that helps you, then that's awesome, but it's up to you to decide the meaning and take it and use it how you want to use it in your life.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good question. Hello. Hi, Andy.
Hi, good to see you again.
Yeah, I'm Justin.
Hi, Justin.
All right, so I got 2 questions for you, and they're a little bit of a tone change, so I apologize. Right?
Toe change?
Tone change.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad. So, as someone, a public figure, a large inspiration to many, you hear things like, "You saved my life," far more than the average person. How do you not let it dawn on you that this is, and not look at it from this is just a statistic, another person telling me the same thing that I've heard a million times? And how do you kind of deal with the impact that has on you emotionally?
Well, it's nuanced. Sometimes people don't even mean it. Sometimes people parrot it because they think that's a thing that you say to somebody in a band. But it's not up to me to determine whether you mean it or not. So I have to treat it with full sincerity, and I have to believe it, and I have to think about how important it is. Just like there are some nights when the show sucks, or you're tired, or whatever, and a bad, unprofessional, maybe too young musician doesn't give their best on stage just because of that. But as you get older and the more experience you have, I know that it's not your fault that that night is a bad night. And so you've paid your money, you've come to the show. I have to give you the same show, if not better, than I gave yesterday. So my responsibility when someone tells me that is to listen to them sincerely and to believe the things they're telling me as best I can, because I don't know anything beyond what they're telling me. So it's not that hard to be truly sincere if you give a shit about the thing you're doing. It's much harder for people that only did this because they wanted to get laid or be seen as cool to listen and actually sincerely care. And I think that is the distinction. You will see people glaze over in those conversations, and that they just told you, the mask is off at that point. They just told you that they're only getting through this because the main thing they care about is being seen as cool or attractive or desirable.
Appreciate that, man. And my second question is, so what is the biggest change you've noticed with childhood friends and family, the biggest difference that you noticed between them after you started achieving success, and what do you wish you could change about that?
I didn't have really any friends, and I'm not saying that to be like, woe is me. I couldn't relate to anybody. So I don't know what that would be like. There's a lot of people who claim that they were my friend now, and I can call bullshit on it because I was friends with my grandma. You know what I mean? Like that wasn't, I'm an only child. I spent a lot of time with my grandparents. I spent a lot of time with my parents. I just wasn't particularly social. I wasn't a pariah. I wanted to do my own thing. I loved to come home from school and build custom action figures, and that really wasn't a shared interest with many other people in middle school, you know. So I don't know. As far as family goes, my family is so close-knit that there's been no change. I would say maybe like there's extended family that I don't really know that have been able to get some sort of, you know, boost on their social media off of being tangentially related to me, but go for it, you know.
I appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Good question. Hello. What is your name?
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Savannah.
Hi, Savannah.
I got 2 questions for you. My
Sure.
first question is, do you understand the meme Roman Empire?
No.
Okay. So I will rephrase the question for you then.
No, but I understand that it is a meme. I see things.
No, but do you understand like what a Roman Empire to a specific person is in the meme context?
Do you know anything about the Roman Empire?
No. Okay. You're
So
getting
let's have 2
confused.
different conversations. You do the Gen Z meme, and then I'll tell you about Nero.
Basically, what I wanted to ask is like, what's your favorite conspiracy or like hyperfixation deep dive right now? Like, what's your Roman Empire?
Oh boy. I don't know. When we made the record, I got really heavily interested in, not interested in, but I was trying, a lot of the record deals with these sort of absolutes that we have and the way we see things. And I got really interested in these kind of like these different echo chambers that exist both online and in culture of like these absolutes. And it doesn't matter if everything that you're saying counters the thing that you said before. There's these sort of like siloed off social sections, and I became heavily interested in that. And it bummed me out a lot, like I would do like hours of research into these different things, and I would just end it being really bummed out about people, which isn't particularly healthy. But I found it interesting because it was useful for the writing to be able to kind of know what are all these different things people think and say and do. So that's not an interesting conspiracy theory.
I was a sociology major, so you
Okay.
just said the most interesting thing in the world, honestly.
Yeah. I like old school, like, you know, I was a kid when that Zeitgeist movie came out on YouTube, so of course I was like, fuck, this is all the truth, man. Like, so I was always interested in that stuff. I grew up Catholic, so I'm fascinated by the different ways in which Catholicism has morphed over the years. Like it's not like, did we land on the moon or not? It's more like, who actually did this or this, or, you know, in practice, what are the ways in which culture has been changed by these things? I'm reading a book called Dominion right now, which is a kind of non-religious look at the ways that Christianity has shaped all of Western society. Essentially, it's a historical perspective, so it's not weighing in on the rightness or wrongness of these things, but the ways that specific, and it's so fucking long, and it starts so long ago. I'm not even close to the Roman Empire yet. Like, I've been reading it for like 6 months. It's the longest fucking thing, and it's just historical facts. But I like that kind of stuff. I like seeing the ways that culture changes because of stuff.
Very interesting. And then my second question was going to be, how has your like thought process on your like creativity and what you want to pursue changed as you've grown as a professional? Because you obviously started rather young for a professional entertainer.
I think when you're really young, you have the sort of perspective that, because everything's in front of you, right? Like, when you're 16 and you start the band, every possible scenario could happen, you know? And the longer you do it, those scenarios start to become more tailored to what you actually care about. And at this point, the dream and the approach is to be able to sustain the success necessary to make the shit that I want to make. You know, to be able to have an idea to do a Sweeney Todd music video that costs $500,000 and for somebody to go, you know what I mean? Like that's the dream, is to be able to sustain a level to where the creative hopes and ambitions that I have are things that are actually real and doable.
Also, if you're pursuing any more Sweeney Todd stuff, I encourage you.
Yeah, well, I think that's probably a one. I did 2 songs, so.
Yeah.
Probably.
figured.
I don't want to become the Sweeney Todd band like that.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And I believe this is going to have to be our final question of the
Oh,
session.
no.
I know, I hate doing that. It's like the worst part of this job. Hello, what is your name?
Hi, my name is Julie.
Hi, Julie. Good to see you again. Is this a good question?
I actually had two, but should I make it only one?
Let's do the first one and see how it goes.
But the real question is it a good question?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of pressure.
I mean, it's the last
That's
one.
up to you if it's a good question or not.
Okay.
Let me know what you think.
All right.
So the first one, I was wondering, it's actually a little bit similar, but I was curious about your relationship with music and how it's changed over your career, or if it has.
Yeah, I mean, I
feel
think
like that's a great one to end on. I mean,
Yeah.
let's go with that one. That's a good question.
I'm interested in making exactly what we want to make now, and I'm not interested in being controlled by outside sources that want us to do different things. Part of the system is you get successful doing exactly what you want to do, and then someone goes, but you'd be more successful if you did this other thing. And then bands, artists, it's across the board, you get further away from the vision because the people that are funding these things have a different, and sometimes it's not even, like sometimes it's against your will. Songs get remixed without you knowing it, songs get changed without you knowing it. If anybody's ever seen, when I did Andy Black, I used to play the version of We Don't Have to Dance that I had recorded and intended to release. The label remixed that song, and the version that you all heard, which is great, it did well, but it's totally different musically than what I wanted. And look, my eyes were open, it's not like I was like crying over it, but the point is, that stuff happens and happens and happens and happens. And a lot of times people go, oh, bands that the longer they get in their career, they stop making good music. And I think that that's a misnomer. I think the truth is, the longer you get in your career, you start to forget what you sound like. Because someone has come in every record and said, look, if you really want to do a big thing, then you're going to do this whole other thing. And then you work with a producer who has their own sound and their own style. And then you, all of a sudden, you're on a different label and they think you should do this. And I feel very proud of the fact that where we're at in the band right now and the record that we just made feels to me like a spiritual sister to our first record, probably more than anything else, because we made a concerted effort to do exactly what we wanted to do and not what anybody else thought we should do. And thankfully, we're now in a position where the label that we're with wanted that from us, you know. But that's, my relationship to music is, I just want to make exactly what I want to make.
Great question. Thank you.
Thank you.
And again, unfortunately, we do have to wrap our time up here together.
Hi, Pennywise.
However, if you guys still have questions, comments, thoughts, if you need to stop and get the photos, autographs, Andy will be back at his table. He'll be here tomorrow.
I just have to eat a bucket of orange chicken first, and then I'm going back to the table.
Have you guys had a good time this last hour? Before you guys take off, we have a request.
It's not a bucket. Is it? Oh, those aren't the buckets? Okay, good. All right.
We have a request of all of you guys. If you guys would fill up this empty space here at the front.
So after the Q&A, there was the photo op, which of course I did. Waiting in line, got to speak with some fellow BVB fans. Everyone was so nice. I honestly went into it not knowing what pose I wanted to do with it and kind of just winged it. But look at how good this turned out. Like, I am shook. I didn't realize how beefy I actually am until this photo. And Andy with the championship belt ate so hard. Anyway, thank you so much, Andy, for everything that you have done and making this a very fun experience, and talking with you again was really, really nice. I appreciate all the support and all the love, and can't wait to see you next year.